The Bupa Stage 4 visits the beautiful Fleurieu Peninsula, and on paper it looks to be a pretty straightforward day for the sprinters. But that scenario could get completely turned on its head right here on the Subaru King of the Mountain on Kirby Hill. At 25 kilometres to go, the peloton leave the coastal flats and hit the hills. 4 kilometres at 5.5%. It's quite like Wollonga Hill. So it's a good opportunity for the climbers to go and shake things up, and it'll have the sprinters scrambling to get back in contention. When the riders reach the top of the climb, it's not over yet. There's a 4 kilometre undulating plateau across the top of the climb. Any riders that were strong enough to pull themselves away from the peloton can extend that gap by keeping a high tempo over the rolling terrain across the top of the climb. The sprinters, in the meantime, will be trying to refine their legs and organise the chase. Once the riders swing back onto the main highway, they get a 100 km/h descent. That leads them onto the flat, wide open roads that take them back into Victor Harbour. The advantage for the chasers is that they will always be able to see any breakaway group just up the road in front of them. On these wide open roads, it's easier for them to get organised as a group, and they'll always have them in their sights. As the peloton enters Victor Harbour, there's a few more tricky sections to negotiate. There's a slight narrowing of the road, just over 1 kilometre to go. That'll see the bunch string out before they dive into the right-left corner combination, bringing them on to the final 600 metre straight of the Esplanade. If you're not in the first 6 out of that final corner, you've made it very hard for yourself to win. As the peloton swings onto the Esplanade, they're just metres from the ocean, but there's no time to admire the scenery. The sprinters are poised in the wheel of their lead-out men and then launch their sprint for the line.
The sprint will go from the left of the road.
At 200 metres to go, the riders finally see the finish line. At that point, it's time to light up the afterburners and take the win.
Andre Greipel hits it on the line.